You're looking at a carbide lamp. This is something that would have been attached to a coal miner's helmet that you see here. Now, Bob is a 5th generation coal miner here in the Drumheller Valley, and so don't do this at home, folks. He is a professional. I'm joined by Jay, who's a curator at the Atlas Coal Mine National Historic Site. Jay, walk us through this helmet here.
Oh, sure. Okay, so this is a miner's safety helmet, and this one here is from the 1940s. It's made of bakelite, which is an ancestor to an ancestor to plastic. And these helmets were in commonplace. They replaced actual cotton hats that the miners wore on the ground. So can you imagine a cotton hat does not protect your head very much. So this came into play and the miners embraced this right away. And this lamp here actually fits on this helmet. So even though this was a modern device, and these were actually early 20th century devices, they did cross technology. And these lamps here were actually used at the Atlas Coal Mine National Historic Site up until 1956. See if I can do this one-handed.
Ooh.
There we go.
There you go. And so that's how it would link together.
That's right. Link together. And let me know if it catches on fire.
You're brave, Jay. Now, of course, at the Atlas Coal Mine National Historic Site, it honors the history of coal mining here in the Drumheller Valley. You guys offer tours at very educational experiences for families.
Well, that's right. It's very educational. It's also I think a lot of people are surprised by the actual history here. Of course, we're world famous for our dinosaurs. You know, we are the dinosaur capital of the world. But what brought settlers here on a permanent basis was the coal mining. And, you know, today we're a community of 8,500 people. But in the 1940s, we were 20,000 people in the entire valley. And there was an army of men. Maybe 5,000 of those people were coal miners. So what we do at the Atlas is we honor that amazing history that Drumheller has and the contributions that Drumheller had into the development of Western Canada, because it was Drumheller coal that fueled a lot of the development of the country. So we talk about that. We have family-friendly tours. My favorite tour is the train tour for families. That is a 30-minute guided tour around the surface of the site aboard our locomotive, and it's a mine locomotive. It's not your classic steam train, and it is, I'm not going to, spoiler alert, I'm not going to give away the info, but it's a really cool machine. So you get to ride on that. The guide will stop, tell stories, and if there's youth aboard the train, we put children to work. So they're volunteers as our trappers and our brakies, and they actually learn about the stories of the young boys and men who did work in these Drumheller mines.
Wow, definitely worth a stop if you're making a visit to Drumheller. The Atlas Coal Mines are just east of the town. Thank you so much, Jay.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for having us.
Now, of course, if you're interested in booking your tours with the Atlas Coal Mine, you can always do so online at atlascoalmine.ab.ca. But to plan your trip to Drumheller, visit traveldrumheller.com. Our Roots Farm Boy Saskatoon wine is a wine that's produced right here in Alberta, just an hour north of Drumheller at DNA Gardens. And I'm joined by Ariel now with DNA Gardens. Now, you guys are primarily a orchard.
That is correct. So DNA Gardens is a 25-acre fruit orchard that specializes in Saskatoons. We actually have over 19 varieties of Saskatoons for you pick, as well as tart cherries, black currants, and Hasscaps are coming into season right now.
Now let's talk about U-Pick, because Saskatoon U-Pick season is fast approaching.
That is correct. So at DNA Gardens, we actually celebrate the Saskatoon U-Pick season with something that we call the Saskatoon Festival. So that's coming up July 19th and 20th, and you can bring your family down to the farm. We have a lot of cool events that weekend, including an alpaca petting zoo. So shout out to Kirk's Alpaca Farm, who are bringing their animals. We have Mom's Market, wine tasting, food, face painting for the kids, and of course you pick Saskatoons that weekend.
Yeah, of course. That's going to be such a fun-filled, family-friendly activity, of course. Now, in addition to you pick, the wines, you have so many other activities that you guys host throughout the summer and the year.
Yes, that is correct. So our summers are very busy. It's a short season on the farm. We have different events like long table dinners, for example, curated by our Red Seal chef, so you can come on down for that. We have brisket night, which is a slow cooked brisket accompanied with tales from the farm, so a side of stories goes with that. We have high teas too over the summer, and then of course we offer wine tasting tours that you can book on our website as well. Our wines have won 5 awards at the Calgary Stampede wine contest, so it's definitely something that you would love to come out and try.
Perfect. And of course you'll want to book those tours tours in advance. That website, once again?
Yes, so you can find everything online. There's schedules, menus, tickets, all at dnagardens.ca. And yeah, you can book there and email us or call us, and we can help you plan for your weekend. Also, you could come out and camp if you wanted to as well. Wow. So yeah.
Got lots to offer at DNA Gardens.
Absolutely, yeah. Camping in the orchard is something that's quite unique to us. So that would be a fun weekend as well if you didn't want to leave and you wanted to stay for a night, have pizza, or go on one of our bat walks, which is coming up in July. You could do all that and more.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ariel.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you.
Now, of course, if you want to book your tours, dnagardens.ca was that website. But to plan your trip to Drumheller, you can visit traveldrumheller.com. If you're making a trip to visit Drumheller, it would be worth stopping at the Atlas Coal Mine National Historic Site, which is just east of the town. And right now I'm joined by Executive Director Jessica. Hi.
Hello.
Now, let's talk a little bit about this National Historic Site, because coal mining traditionally in the Drumheller Valley was really important to this community. So this site honors that history.
Yeah, that's correct. So the first mine opened in the Drumheller Valley in 1911. Yeah, so, and then by the mid sort of 40s, there was over 130, or there was 139 mines operating in the valley. And so the Atlas Coal Mine is the last of those mines that has been preserved. That you can still go and visit today. We still have a lot of the surface works of the mine intact, which is really neat to see. And yes, we're designated as both a National Historic Site and a provincial resource as well.
And this site has a lot of public access areas, exhibits that people can sort of walk through, self-guided tours. We've talked about some of the tours too, but there's other experiences that visitors can check out.
Yes, absolutely. So visitors can come and enjoy general admission and self-tour the site. We have a number of historic buildings on our site, some of the old mine offices, the wash house, the lamp house. We have exhibits in those spaces. We also have some rotating exhibits in some of the old company houses. So there's lots to discover on your own. And we do offer guided tours as well. So we have our train tour, which is very popular on our over 90-year-old coal car locomotive. We also offer tours of our coal processing plant, also known as the tipple. And our tipple at the Atlas Coal Mine is the last wooden tipple in the entire country that has been preserved. We also do take folks on our mine portal hike. So the Atlas was a drift mine, and the coal seam was about halfway up the valley wall. So we take folks on a hike up there and into about 40 feet of the mine entrance. Yeah.
There's so much to see, and of course, off-season too, in October, you do sort of coal mine after dark.
Yeah, we have Atlas After Dark, which we run in October. That's our, yeah, it's sort of a Halloween event, but we talk about superstitions. So Atlas After Dark Superstitions, it's a night tour run by myself and our curator, Jay. It's a lot of fun, and we sort of go around the site at night and talk about different evidence that we've actually found throughout the years that lead us to believe or know that the miners were actually a very superstitious lot. And so it's a really nice opportunity to have sort of that spooky season experience, but no jump scares, and you're getting to learn something.
History and education. Thank you so much, Jessica. Yeah. Now, of course, to book your tours for more information on the Atlas Coal Mine, you can always visit atlascoalmine.ab.ca. But to plan your trip to Drumheller, for more information there, traveldrumheller.com. I'm in Drumheller today, checking out all the cool things that you can find here with your family. And I'm joined by Carrie with Travel Drumheller to tell us more about the town, but more importantly, places to stay, because you might be staying for more than just one day.
It's always best to stay for more than one day. There's so much to do. So we have lots of campgrounds. We have some hotels. The Ramada was just recently redone. And we also have some really great bed and breakfasts in Drumheller, as well as out in Rosebud. So we have the T-Rest, which is here in Drumheller, and it's it's one of the old historical homes here. And we have out in Rosebud, we have the Rosebud Country Inn, which is this big, beautiful yellow house in Banks and Braes.
Oh, Oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. And that's a perfect opportunity to really explore the town, because not only do you have so many features in the town here itself, those events throughout the summer, but so many attractions out and around. And we've heard from so many of these businesses and organizations through this morning.
Yeah, Drumheller is definitely a great hub and spoke. So you plan to stay here and you go out on your adventures during the day and then come back and actually finish in Drumheller. So
And-
you can mix and match and move all over the place, all around the region, but always use Drumheller as your home base.
And there's actually an online resource to help you mix and match your itinerary.
Yes, we have the Canada's Badlands website that is linked on our website under Plan Your Visit. So you can actually go on there and pick from one of the 3 different adventures. If you want to do outdoor adventures or you would like to do live music, there's 2 different options on there, but it'll take you through everything to explore.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Carrie.
Thank you.
Now, of course, for more information or to visit that online itinerary builder, you can always visit traveldrumheller.com.